Good afternoon, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So, happy Sunday. It's a little bit in the afternoon now, at least the time of this recording. Thank you guys for allowing me to get some sleep before recording because I was so down bad yesterday. You guys have no idea. Barely slept Friday night into Saturday. Had a lot of time that I could have maybe produced something, but I was trying to sleep the entire time and just couldn't fall back to sleep. And was up like after sleeping for 4 hours, which is terrible. It's like 4 or 5 hours. And then stayed up, worked, and was up until 2 this morning, Sunday morning. And I was like, I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. So I did. Guys, it was so bad. I had to like drink so much caffeine just so that I could stay awake through the workday. It was so hot yesterday. Jesus. But we're here today to focus more on our team. Now, I have given it a lot of thought. This is going to be the final video where we're going to play with the team and go, okay, what major changes can I make to make this team a little bit better? When you guys see video for Monday, we should see 2 possible replacements. So I PP'd up Astral Barrage, Extreme Speed. I also gave Whimsicott Moonblast to deal with the fighting the darks and the dragon types a little bit more. Could also deal with Chi and Pao, which was Pokemon that did pop up a couple of times. I did not get rid of Draining Kiss. So there's that. Because of that, though, we do have a couple of options for us. Now, because we have those options, we will be dissecting the team today and seeing what the best course of action is. So, like, Draining Kiss needs to be replaced, but we're also probably going to replace Expanding Force as well. If Calyrex is going to be there. We're just not sure if it's Ice Rider or Shadow Rider. The biggest thing is that if we're going to be going up against a lot of dark types, so like Chi and Pao, Chi-Yu, like Roaring Moon, especially like Incineroar, the dark type or the psychic type move, so Expanding Force, is not going to do anything. At the same vein, Astral Barrage doesn't hurt physical normal type Pokemon. I shouldn't say physical, it just doesn't hurt normal type Pokemon. So we do have to come up with some way to deal with that as well. Now, I may also change Choice Scarf because while I do love having the ability to outspeed my opponents, I'm having a hard time creating openings for Calyrex. It's been a discussion that I've had not only with myself, but in the Discord and in the comments, that when I first encountered Calyrexes in Regulation G, they seemed incredibly strong Pokemon to a certain degree. I think Ice Rider is more stronger than Shadow Rider just because, like, yeah, speed's great, but unless you could outspeed everything, even in speed ties, you're kind of looking at a disadvantage, and it's going to be harder for people to keep up. Now, because of that, we are trying to program in a way, or at least try to get Calyrex in a way that we could not only do a huge amount of damage, but outspeed regardless if we have Tailwind or not. Pokemon that usually, because they only look for him to only have like 222, which a lot of Pokemon do program to have. So that's where their all sets are. Like, I just need to be able to outspeed Calyrex. They're not expecting me to have Choice Scarf. But if I could stop them from doing certain things, then I should be fine. I also don't have Taunt on anyone right now. I do have a couple of targets that I could be on it. So like Ogerpon can have it as well as Whimsicott. Helping Hand would need to be replaced for Taunt, but right now I'm just going to leave it as it is. Taunt would be incredibly helpful, but if they have a dark type Pokemon or someone that can ignore it all the way together, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. But again, I'm hopeful because of the fact of what we could do, right? So after this video, which we will be recording about 5 matches, we will have a better idea of who we can and cannot have on our team, and then we'll start making changes to maybe get us a little bit more of a decent edge. So because like Expanding Force needs to be changed, we might also change out Indeedee also, but Indeedee's doing incredibly well with like the terrain switching. We might need to switch a move that Indeedee carries so that we could possibly like use skill swap so that Psychic Surge gets activated again, depending, right? So we might have to switch either the moves or the Mon specifically so that we can get a little bit more of a type advantage. We could also change the advantage over on Ogerpon. As you can see, I don't have a water type, but I also don't have a fire type. But I could make Ogerpon water and still have a grass type, and that will give me some options of dealing with fire types that do pop in, and that gives me access to a fire type that I could use on the team. So if we take down Entity, we could bring in Incineroar, we could bring in Entei, we could bring in another fire type. Let's like over here, like I've got plenty of Pokemon. We can probably even start using Heatran now for the first time. So I've got Pokemon that I can use. I just need to figure out what's going to be the best for the team. So after this video, we'll recalc it and see what we can come up with, and then hopefully come up with a fairly decent strat. So let's get into our matches, but just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And let's see how we do, shall we? Okay, Zebstrika, let's go. Cresselia, Volcarona, Walking Wake, Qianpao, and Zamazenta. Interesting. So we could see something. I want to know what Zebstrika is going to do. I kind of want to know what that is going to do, but just because of the fact that like I'm really curious. They don't really have anything that's going to resist me right off the bat, so that's cool. They don't have anyone that's going to resist me, and yeah, let's. Will they do a Trick Room? I don't really think so. I don't think so. So let's go. Do I want to open up with Calyrex? Probably not. Let's do, no. You, and you. Okay. So we're going to open up with Ogerpon, do the follow me tactics, and Dragonite, so that way we can kind of put a lot of pressure on our opponents. Now, do we want to do Extreme Speed or do we want to do Outrage? Outrage might be funny. Outrage is still going to do a lot of damage, and it just means I can't use him for a couple of turns. Zebstrika and Qianpao. Shiny Zebstrika. Dope. Wait, does the ears usually look like that? Why? I'm a little confused, guys. Let's do that. And let's do follow me. We'll set up the follow me so that if Qianpao was going to use Sucker Punch or anything like that, okay, Qianpao protects. If I hit into Qianpao, it's going to suck. Follow me with Ogerpon. Electro Web. Drops the speed. Outrage. Dang it, went into Ogerpon. That stinks. Can I do anything else? Okay, I can only use Outrage. Follow me again. Why not? Withdrew Qianpao. Interesting. Bring out Zamazenta. Okay. Dauntless Shield. Follow me again. Taunt. Not bad. Okay, fell for the taunt. Let's go. Outrage hits the Zamazenta. Not very effective. Let's just go right into Zamazenta then. I'm a little weirded out by the ears. Does Zebstrika have green ears? I just never noticed it before. If that's the case, I've never noticed that before. That's pretty dope. If you ask me, that's pretty dope. I love it when they give like updated character designs and stuff like that. Okay, and body aspect. I know that I'm taunted. Zebstrika is going to protect. Are you thinking I'm going to attack that slot? Probably. Body press. Not enough, but really, really close. Here comes the +1 Ivy Cudgel. Straight to Zamazenta. That's a super effective move. Zamazenta goes down. Oh, man. Outrage is going to fail. Because Protect. And now it's confused. So I should have one. Either it attacks one more time or. Here comes Chien Pao. Oh, I can swap. Okay, good. Do I really want to swap though? Oh, that's a good question. Do I really want to swap though? Let's swap to my own Chien Pao. Call back Ogerpon because he's Terra'd. He's gonna get back his body aspect, but he's taunted, so I can't protect, he can't follow me, I can't do anything. Electro Web. So Zebstrika is faster. But that doesn't really mean anything because Dragonite is, you know, Dragonite. Okay. Okay, that is a Life Orb Chien Pao. They have Sucker Punch, which may be the case. Back, because I don't want to get hit with Sucker Punch. Bring out Ogerpon. He's gonna get knocked out here by Electro Web. Here comes Terra. Chien Pao. If it's Ghost, you called it. Zebstrika. Okay. Normal. Okay. So is that your answer for Shadow Rex? It wouldn't make sense. I mean, the Protect still calls it. Absolutely. So here's Electro Web. Okay. Down goes Ogerpon. I'm ignoring Zebstrika, and I'm not sure why. We need to change that immediately. I'm ignoring that Pokemon and I need to change that immediately. Draining Kiss and Sacred Sword. Does not take down a Chien Pao, but it gets really, really close. Electro Web. Drop Calyrex speed. Throat Chop. Ooh, really, really close. Staying on because of Sack. Did I? Okay, I knocked myself out. That's not great. That's not great. Draining Kiss. It's probably gonna protect this turn. Nope. Let's take a little bit of HP. Now, Draining Kiss does absorb 75% of its damage. So, that's not bad, but it's not great either. Fury Impulse. Okay. Walking Wake. Okay. Boost Energy. So now it is special attack. Interesting. It's going to hit Walking Wake. Again, I know that I'm ignoring Zebstrika. Okay, well, that's why. I know that I ignored Zebstrika a lot. It's not necessarily the one that I wanted to ignore. What I was hoping to do was create an opening so that I could deal with Zebstrika either before or after. But since I had let it live for so long, it made it really, really difficult. But I wanted to knock it out with Outrage. I should have probably just focused purely on it in the beginning with Terra Normal. Terra Normal Extreme Speed. That should have been what I'd done the first time. Maybe focus down on it. As soon as I noticed that I had Electro Web, that's when I needed to. For sure. Absolutely. Okay, so we've got Latias, Ogerpon, Incineroar, Fluttermane, Kyogre, and Urshifu. So in this matchup, I want to bring in Whimsicott and Calyrex. Just start off with our big heavy hitters right off the bat. Then I want to bring in Dragonite, and let's go ahead and bring in Ogerpon. No, let's not bring in Ogerpon. Let's bring in Chien-Pao instead. With us bringing in Chien-Pao, we'll be able to counter Fluttermane. We'll be able to do damage to Incineroar. We're also going to be able to do something to Latias as well. So Latias is Dragon Psychic, I think. So Sucker Punch is going to do a lot of damage because it's part Dragon. Ice Spinner is also going to do a lot of damage. Sacred Sword's not, but I have to worry about whether or not that Latias has Tailwind. I also have to worry about if they're going to try to set up another way. So Kyogre, Urshifu, so right off the bat with the heavy hitters. Okay, so I automatically outspeed Calyrex. So the question becomes, do I set up the Tailwind for the rest of my team to outspeed as well? Or do I go with like the Helping Hand setup? I think Tailwind is going to be better. And then, I don't want to use my Terra yet. It's Astral Barrage. Tailwind it up, so now I'm super fast. Astral Barrage. Urshifu survives due to Sash. Yep. Okay, Calyrex is going to go down, which is totally fine. Damage has been done. And I don't think Kyogre is going to be able to do a ton of damage to Whimsicott. If it's Origin Pulse, maybe, but if it's Water Spout, no. Ice Beam, okay. And it one-shots it. God dang it, Whimsicott. I mean, Tornadus is the same thing. I can't be really, really mad because Tornadus utterly gets destroyed like that too. So I can't be super mad. All right, Chien-Pao and Dragonite. Terra Extreme Speed. Go hit the Kyogre. And I will Sacred Sword the Urshifu. Why not? So with this combo being our last opener, we should be able to do quite a bit. And if they bring in Incineroar, it's not going to really matter too much because Inner Focus says no. Okay, Detect on Urshifu, which is totally fine. They didn't double protect. Okay. Extreme Speed. Order over to Kyogre. Drops it. Ooh, with a crit. Let's go. Kyogre goes down, and I don't knock out the Urshifu. That does not really matter to me. I don't take any chip damage because no damage was applied, so that's also good. And Detect is down now, so next turn Urshifu can go down regardless. Breaks the mold. Okay. So let's go ahead and Extreme Speed the Urshifu down. And let's protect. Well, actually, we should not protect. Let's go ahead and Sacred Snow. Yeah, no. Let's do the opposite. Extreme Speed the Ogerpon to lower down really far. I cannot let Urshifu. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't let Urshifu live because of the fact that it's going to be doing a ton of damage. Now it's sashed, so I'm faster than it regardless, right? They didn't have Tailwind. This is purely like not a 4-0 sweep. I wish it was. Purely a sweep, obviously. They had 4 Pokemon. Now they're down to just Fluttermane. Ooh. Extreme Speed's not going to do anything here, but that's okay. Boost Energy is also activated. And Speed was also heightened. Okay. So I'm locked into Extreme Speed, so we're just going to do that. I'm going to Sucker Punch. Protect. I mean, that's cool. Extreme Speed. Hits the Protect. It had no effect anyway. Sucker Punch will. That will obviously have an effect. Alright, Tailwind's gone. Extreme Speed, Sucker Punch. Has no effect. Sucker Punch. One hit KO. Ooh, that's also a crit. Let's go. Ooh, that was good. Okay, so what we could do is swap. We could have our own specs user. So I'm thinking Scarf for specs on Shadow Rider. Kind of treat it like I do Fluttermane, right? Bring out our Tailwind user, which is going to be able to apply Tailwind, and then right after that, because I have double speed, I could then shut them off. Now, another thing that we could also do is change Helping Hand. I'm writing stuff down, I apologize. To Taunt on Whimsicott. Because if we change that, we should have the ability, at least the ability to shut off either Tornadus or other Whimsicotts, as they're probably not built the same way. And if we do that, we could build it the same way that we do Tornadus, so we can also change Whimsiterra to Dark. Because it doesn't really matter what I try to do with Whimsicott, right? It's going to get knocked out within one turn, so I can't try to make it survive a lot of moves without investing everything into stuff that it should not have. So realistically, my Whimsicott, and I'm going to check it after this and make sure that it is properly trained, because if it's not, I'm going to be really mad. I've done that before, so it's not like it hasn't happened. So I've done that. But those are the things that I'm kind of thinking of right now. And then if we have like a spec user on our team, we should see like a considerable amount of damage. Again, we do need to relook over Draining Kiss, but maybe the damage will be fixed if we apply specs. Maybe that'll do a little bit more. But if I remember correctly, doing the calcs before that made it so that it was so small of a boost. Like for a lot of Pokemon that would usually get knocked out with a fairy type move, because the base power is 50, it will not apply a lot of damage even with Scarf. I think right now it does, like, the minimum is like 15% to like 24. I think it only doubles that, maybe even triples. So it's like it'll go from 15 to maybe 30, and then like 24 to maybe 60. So it's not like still a one-hit KO mechanic, but we can look in other avenues to maybe make that change. Okay, so we got Weavile, Mimikyu, Tyranitar, Grimmsnarl, Garchomp, and Toxapex. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Okay, so what makes me confused here is, one, there's no legendary. Two, while they do have a wide assortment of Pokemon, and some of them I do really respect, they kind of don't in others. So let's do Ogerpon and Indity, Calyrex, and Chien-Pao. Usually I would bring in Dragonite with this, but they have a couple of fairy types that they can rely on, an ice type that they can rely on. I don't think Whimsicott's going to do well here at all. So with this assortment, I'm hoping to capitalize. This is probably a trainer that is trying to figure out like a good Pokemon to use for their team. Either that or they don't have like the legendary prepared, which is something that here's something that you guys will like. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Toxapex, Grimmsnarl. All right, so here's something you guys are going to like. At least I hope. So here's the idea. I'm going to be making some investments into the channel, and I'm going to get Pokemon Shield and maybe Pokemon Violet. Now, I know my brother has Violet, so I may not have to buy a new copy. But the thought is to create a series of videos for you guys that show up once a week, just to kind of show you how long it takes to build a VGC team from scratch. And it would show you everything. So that's the general idea. We're gonna Terra, Ivy Cudgel, and I'm gonna go straight into Grimmsnarl because it is a problem. And I'm gonna Helping Hand. Actually, I'm gonna Follow Me instead in case Toxapex wants to go into. I mean, it wouldn't really matter, I guess. I am Terra. Get that +1 fighting me. But yes, so let me know in the comments down below if you guys would be wanting to see something like that, because then I can record like Saturday nights and maybe premiere on Sundays. That way you guys can see, like, if I were to compete in Pokemon VGC today, what would I be looking for? What team would I specifically be going for? And then going from there. And I think that would be really, really cool to watch. And the damage right up to Grimmsnarl is really, really high. Toxic goes over to Indity, which I guess I really don't care for. As long as it's not on for Ogerpon, I think we're fine. Pretty effective. That's effective. That's a lot of recoil damage, though. Am I willing to? Yes, I am. I'm totally willing to do that. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam to hopefully knock out Grimmsnarl. Because Grimmsnarl can't do anything. So there's the light screen. So it's a screener, probably Light Clay. But Hammer. That's not enough for Toxapex. That's interesting. Dazzling Gleam. And Grimmsnarl survives with a hair. With a literal hair. Toxic goes over to... Okay. So this is probably just a team that is heavily reliant on status effects. So... And it recovers HP due to Black Sledge. Okay. So now that we've identified that, we know exactly what we need to do, which is to knock them out before they get fully advantage of that. Okay. Let's go fully into you. And actually, we're not going to do that. I mean, yes, we have to, I'm gonna go into you and I'm just gonna Dazzle and Gleam for right now. I don't have Protect on Indity. Nothing else makes sense, so I'm just gonna go right into the hit to the Grimmsnarl because I outspeed it, but it did its screens, right? It did what it needed to do. Dazzling Gleam, which is going to hit Toxapex. It's not very effective, but that's fine. Cover? Okay. Okay. Double hit. What's the typings for Toxapex? Poison what? Out comes Garchomp. Poison what? I'm not sure. Garchomp's definitely a problem. He's definitely more of a problem. So I'm just gonna helping hand Ogerpon. Now, why Garchomp's a problem? He has access to like some mechanics that I particularly don't like. I think he's got what is the move? It's not agility, but he raises his evasion like a bunch. Evasion, super effective against Ogerpon. Ogerpon goes down, which is totally fine. That's fine, I'm okay with that. Because now I can bring out Calyrex. I believe Poison might be super effective against Ghost attacks or Psychic. Yes. And I'm going to help in hand the Calyrex just so that I get a little bit more of a damage boost. I still want to test whether or not Wide Guard would actually protect against withdrew the Garchomp, so here comes a Dark type. I don't believe that they have one. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Tyranitar. Okay. So here comes that. Helping hand. Because Expanding Force only targets one, if that would affect like Wide Guard. Super effective against Toxapex. I got a Grimnay boost. Hit by the storm. So it's Indity. Indity's gonna survive, I think. Oh, with just 1 HP, let's go. And the weirdness disappeared. Out comes Garchomp. Switch to Chien-Pao, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Follow Me. Because Garchomp's gonna protect, I can't do anything to Tyranitar, so that makes the most sense. Now, Tyranitar is probably gonna use Rock Slide, which may or may not knock out Chien-Pao here. I'm hoping that it doesn't, but if it does, they got me. But there's to protect. There's to Follow Me. Crunch, okay. All right. I mean, Indity was done for, so there's not a whole lot that I could have done there, but I'm okay with this setup because now I can bring out Calyrex and I can actually do Astral Barrage. Yes, I may have lost my +1, but that doesn't really matter. I can also get set up with Dragon Kiss and then just kind of sit and look pretty because Draining Kiss affects both. Yeah, it's super effective against both. So I'm actually set. if I do it that way. But it doesn't do that much damage, and that's my problem. Neither does Astro Barrage. Screw it, Astro Barrage. Out comes the Terra. Probably gonna go for Garchomp. Would make the most sense. Nope, it's T-Tar. Okay. Oh, you made a terrible decision. Astro Barrage. Garchomp avoid. Oh. You're Bright Powder. What? Sandvale? Are you serious? Garchomp goes down. Sandvale? Really? Crunch. Down goes Calyrex. Honestly, that doesn't really matter. They kind of Terra'd in the wrong way. Like, it doesn't matter if T-Tar gets hit with that. They're Terra flying now. So Ice Spinner goes into that slot, which is going to knock it out. $35.41. Not a bad outcome, especially if they're if this was a YouTuber and they just made it so that they're only going to focus on Regulation D or even C type Pokemon. That's not a bad team to run with, to be honest. It does work. I was really hoping to do a little bit more damage with Astro Barrage, but I'm okay with that. Because I still hit the T-Tar, which then got it set up, but T-Tar is still weak against Ice Spinner. So thankfully, Chien-Pao was able to hit Dragonite. That way we can, or not Dragonite, but Garchomp, so it can goes down. Now, I use Garchomp. I love Garchomp. Garchomp does Garchomp things. Put him up with a band and start earthquaking people, and no one can really stand up against him. Especially if you have someone with like Tornadus that goes, hey, have some swagger. And then if you don't ban him and you just have him with the Lumberry, just like, okay, I'll eat it. And then just start speed running everyone in front of him. It's so funny. Especially if you take like a turn to swap into him and then just go ham after that. It's so funny. Absolutely hilarious. The problem becomes that he's ×4 weak to ice. Nothing. Like, I think even Icy Wind would take him down. And that's probably from like the weakest Pokemon too. We can probably still take him down. But yes, he's got a huge weakness. Absolutely huge. Okay, so we have Annihilate, Ditto, Koraidon, Ogerpon, it's Fire, Whimsicott, and Venusaur. Now, Ditto's the Pokemon we have to worry about the most. He's just gonna copy any Pokemon that we currently have, so that's funny. Ditto's just gonna copy whoever is in front of him. So we do have to kind of plan this out correctly, because otherwise they're gonna have 2 legendaries. And I don't want them to have 2. Having 2 is kind of based. It's also going to have Scarf. So it's going to match all of my stats, buffs, speed, everything. It's going to be funny. What do I do with this team? Let's do it this way. We're going to go with Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Chien-Pao, Dragonite, and Ogerpon. I'm hoping to have the best thing for it, as if like they bring out Koraidon or they bring out anyone that isn't going to ride on Venusaur. Okay. Hey, look at this. I was gonna say, if they bring out Koraidon, I'll be able to like outspeed, but we do have to worry about Venusaur, who gets a chlorophyll boost. So that is something that I also have to worry about right off the rip. I do not think I have to worry about anything specifically. I don't have Entity. Bending Force would be great here. Oh, it actually hurt. Oh, that actually hurts both. Dope. It's a barrage. I want a Terra here. Yes. And then who do I want to hit? Both of these were super effective. Let's go there. Terra, we're gonna go right into Terra Dark, or I'm sorry, Terra Ghost. That way we can ignore Koraidon if it does somehow outspeed me, or gets like the better part of the speed time. Now I won't get hit with Flame Charge, which is great, but Astral Barrage comes in first, hits both, and goes, hi, I'm right. Ooh, Koraidon taking a crit, let's go. Sleep Powder, right into Calyrex. Calyrex is asleep. No Protect. Collision Course does not affect Chien-Pao, but I know it won the speed tie, so Ice Spinner goes right into that slot. Koraidon goes down. Venusaur standing tall with the Sleep Powder. It's got Chlorophyll, so I know what ability that it has, so it's going to be able to outspeed me for just a little bit. Out comes Ogerpon now. This is the Fire type. The Fire variant. We can swap to my own Ogerpon here, and I will protect Chien-Pao. That way I get a safe switch in, and they can't knock me out. Realistically, no one. This way I can ignore Sleep Powders and be able to compete with the speed tiers. Not necessarily for Venusaur, but I can also compete on that side. They're going to Terra probably the Venusaur. They could also go Ogerpon. It is the Ogerpon. Make it fire. Make it fire. Now it gets a +1. Bump, 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 bump. Attacked. So Sleep Powder doesn't affect me, and it will not affect Ogerpon over there. Okay. Did you Ivy Cudgel? You did. It goes over to the Fire Ogerpon, which should not take that. Never mind. I was going to say that shouldn't take that much damage, but nope. It gets one-shotted. Let's go. Absolutely go. Okay. Dragonite. Okay. So let's Extreme Speed you. And I'm gonna Sucker Punch you. Down goes Venusaur, so now I don't have to worry about sleeping Chlorophylls. Sucker Punch. Oh! Ivy Cudgel, and this is gonna go straight into Chien-Pao. Oh, Dragonite, okay. That's not, well, yeah, it's Sun. Sun's up. I've totally forgot Sun was up. I was like, oh man, that's not going to do anything to Dragonite. He's resistant against fire. It's like, no, that's +1. That's in the Sun. That's a lot of damage still. That's a lot of damage still. Okay. So Final Gamut's not going to do anything, so Annihilate is kind of in trouble here. We're going to Astral Barrage, and I'm just going to Sucker Punch Ogerpon. I am. I'm just going to Sucker Punch Ogerpon. Annihilate can't really, like, it can Rage Fist, for sure, but Calyrex is asleep. Hopefully it will not be asleep for very long, but, I mean, it does have a chance, right? Absolutely has a chance. Now, if Calyrex wakes up here, there's the Follow Me, which is totally fine. But stops the Sucker Punch, so I can't do anything with Chien-Pao now. Calyrex wakes up? Nope, okay. I mean, he didn't have his turn of sleep, so that's a given. Down Claw. Okay. I could have just regularly attacked into Ogerpon. I could have. This way I would have been able to attack direct into Annihilate. So unfortunately they won this battle. They absolutely won this battle. Last turn I should have done that. Because I was so worried about the, not necessarily the follow me, but I was expecting them to protect. But I'm too weak now to withstand against the Shadow Claw. Yeah. Super effective. Shadow Claws really, really hurt. That would have been my match if I would have went in there. And I can't say that I would have knocked out Annihilate with my particular set. I could try to calc for it and see what could have happened, but I think those are the bulk up sets, which means that I'm not going to be knocking it out. I'm not doing anything super effective. Like, yeah, I get a stab bonus, but that doesn't really mean anything. But you know what? I'm kind of curious now. I want to see if it was, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got Ditto, Rillaboom, Fire Tauros. I mean, it still has Intimidate. It's still Dark Fire. It doesn't have Fake Out though, but it's literally Incineroar without having Incineroar. That's dope. We've Shadow Calyrex, Water Ogerpon, and Thundurus. Okay. I kind of see what you're cooking here. Since they do have a Dark type, I mean, they do also have Thundurus, so I could just like bring in Indity and not really care for it, to be honest. That could be the thing. Like, I could open up with Calyrex Indity and not really care, or I can open up with Dragonite and Chien-Pao. Now, they do have Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider would make this incredibly difficult, so maybe open up with like Indity and Ogerpon. That might be interesting. That could be really, really interesting. Let's do those. Ogerpon, and I kind of want to bring in Dragonite, but yeah, you know what? We'll bring in Dragonite. Whoops, almost ran out of time. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna bring in Dragonite. We'll probably not spam Extreme Speed. It would not be in our best interest because we do not want to use priority here. Obviously, we will want to have it if it's in our kit, as long as we do not spam priority moves while it's in there. Obviously, they do have a couple ways of Fake Out. Oh no, they guessed it! They guessed it! No! Dang it. I was really, really hoping that they would copy like Indity if I swapped. Intimidate goes off, which I don't really care for. Wait, is that not Imposter Ditto? Like, a lot of stuff is proccing right now, and I don't really know how I feel about it. There it is. Imposter Ditto. Transformed into Calyrex. Has 2 abilities. Okay. So, we are kind of in trouble, like, right off the rip. So, but we are set as well. Yeah, we'll do this. Now watch, Ditto is Terra Normal, and it's just be like, I'm a Terra Normal Calyrex Astral Barrages that I can't get KO'd for. Like, that would be so cool. Withdrew the Tauros, okay. Out comes Rillaboom. Interesting. Oh, okay. Switches that, which I'm okay with. So I'm gonna Terra. Now, Ditto is probably gonna have Scarf, and he's the same speed as me. Probably. There's Terra. If it's literally Terra Normal, I am just going to just walk away. It is! Oh my god! No! Are you serious, bro? No. Oh my goodness! Hits the Rillaboom for half HP. Astral Barrage doesn't inflict on Indity, but it a lot of damage to the Calyrex. That's so funny. That is hilarious. That's so hilariously funny. What did I... I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have kept my mouth shut. I can't do anything to Ditto. It's so funny. That's hilarious, actually. That's so freaking funny. He's probably scarfed too. I can't swap because swapping would be bad. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do no damage at. Oh, well. Yeah, it is a 50-50. He is scarfed. So he catches everything that I have, right? So there's no way to like change that at all. So because he's like that, there's nothing I can do. It's a boost, U-turn over to the entity. It's gonna send back Rillaboom. I was really worried about the fake out. But now they have 2 freaking Shadow Rexes. Oh, this is not great. And Grassy Seed. Yep. Oh, yep. Yep. Yep, why not? And Master Barrage does not affect the entity. Nasty Plot. Jeez, this is this is a harsh thing to stare down, to be honest. Outrage hits the dough. Crit. Let's go. It's down. Which is why I didn't click the extreme speed. Extreme speed probably would have had the same result, but I did not want to have so follow me. No fake out still. Follow me goes after fake out. Master Barrage. See, having my Terra here would have been best. Dragon goes down. Here comes the U-turn. Here comes Tauros. I've seen the rest of the Pokemon now. This is Tauros. Problem is that they won. This is theirs. As Entity is not going to be able to do a lot of damage regardless. I can do this and hope for the best, but it's not going to really matter. Astral Barrage with a +2 Calyrex is going to be really hard to deal with. And it's not even +2, it's actually +3. Yeah, it's +3. How to get a +1 in defense? Oh, Grass Seed. That's right. We'll just hit it. I doubt that will knock it out. Oh, okay, protected. I was gonna say, like, I doubt it that we're gonna do anything to it, but that it just solidifies their position. There's nothing really much I could do. Cause like I could knock down Tauros, right? I can knock down Tauros, KO it. It's fire though, so it's going to take a half the damage. But they still have a +3 Calyrex on that side of the table, so it's nothing that I could really do. But I'm glad that people are using this Tauros. Like the water and the fire Tauros are still really good. Actually, I think it's fire fighting. It's not, may not be the same, but yeah, yeah, absolutely. Them getting my Calyrex right off the bat was such a good call. I should have given them something else, to be honest. And then not like, I used my Terra up thinking like, oh, I'll just like not worry about them Terra normal. And then it got willed into existence. And that would have been something I should have used on Dragonite because I don't know what other moves that Calyrex has. I know it had Nasty Plot, Protect, and Astral Barrage. So I was assuming that it would have like a single target attack in case of Wide Guard. So maybe Shadow Ball or something else. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. As you can clearly see on the screen, I'm at 14,909 with a total of 78 battles, 35 wins, and 43 losses. I gotta say, using Calyrex is not that easy, but it's very fun. I like trying to figure out puzzles like this because it allows me to try to figure out how to use Pokemon very effectively, and it also makes it it makes it easier for me to come up with counters. Obviously, Calyrex, Shadow Rider is incredibly fast. You want to try to be faster no matter what you try to do, and then you want to try to come up with a way to be able to knock it out without you having to worry about it too much. So in case of like speed ties, like being 222, bringing in Urshifu that's 223, it makes it very, very easy to knock them out. Right. So with that being said though, having our matches turn out the way that they did today, we went 2 and 3. So it's the exact opposite of what we had last time. Nope, never mind. It was also 2 and 3. But it's still interesting to see and find out what is going to be like the best call when using these Pokemon. So upcoming, right? Because we're going to be looking at other different training things, because I got notes here. I'm going to be looking at the calcs over again, figuring out what's the best way that I can utilize Shadow Rider, and maybe changing up a little bit of its movesets, and maybe even changing up the item that it carries. Whatever the case may be, I want to give it a way to be able to survive more than a single turn. And I also want to make it so that I can actually start rolling like it was compared on the YouTube channel. I think it was Grim that said it. It's like kind of like a snowball. Once it starts rolling, it's kind of hard to stop. And I think that's where I need to get to. I think that's the best way to build both Calyrexes. If you can start them and it becomes a snowballing effect where you can't stop them, I think that's where we need to go. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, please know you have my eternal gratitude. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Please leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments left behind. I know I was a little slow when I say that. I'm still replying to comments. I do apologize for that, but I do it as best as I can. If you're a returning viewer or a brand new viewer, just know that this is the type of content that I create, and hitting that subscribe button would definitely help out the channel and the videos perform better. There's a playlist at the end that will kind of show you everything that I've done up to this point. I record Pokemon VGC battles using a team that I built from scratch, and I also show my wins, my losses, everything that deals with progression. I want to get better as a player, and the only way that you can do that is to continuously play and do your best and learn what your matchups are, what people can possibly use, and so on and so forth. So there's that. If you guys want to hit all of the things that I mentioned before, that'd be really, really dope. Again, any and all interactions is good for the channel. It also helps YouTube know that you guys like what you see. You can also hit the notification bell and put that to all, and you'll be notified when I upload next. The plan is to to upload every single day of July, excluding the days where I have to do OT. I have to wake up early in the morning. I work swing shifts, so I'm up during the night. Or if I have to cancel due to triple digit weather. Anything that would affect my PC or my work life, I will have to cancel, and I will let you guys know on the YouTube community tab when it does. for now, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those should have lit up on your screen at one point, and if they did, awesome. If they didn't, please let me know. I'll let YouTube know that it's broken again. So that all being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Again, happy Sunday. Please stay cool, drink your water, and have a good day. See you tomorrow. Peace.